Why do men like goth girls so much? Okay, so let's actually talk about this. For real. Because the obsession is kind of hilarious and kind of sweet and kind of deep. All at the same time. Why do men like goth girls so much? Like, why is it always the black eyeliner and the boots and the dark vibe that make men literally forget how to act? And I don't mean internet men only. I mean real life men, normal men, quiet men, shy men, men who never talk to anyone and suddenly they see that one goth girl and their brain just melts into warm soup. And it's funny because goth girls are not doing anything crazy. They're not trying to summon a man. They're not doing ritual magic. They're just existing in black clothes with a calm face and tired eyes. And somehow that's enough to ruin someone's day in a good way. And I keep thinking, why is that? Why does that vibe hit men so hard? Why does the aesthetic make them shut down and turn into quiet little puppies? They're just looking and hoping, and she doesn't even notice. And honestly, I think it's because goth girls look intentional. Like, they look like they chose themselves. They chose their style. They chose their vibe. They chose their look. And men go crazy for that. Because a lot of people don't know who they are. But a goth girl walks in and she looks like she figured herself out. Even if she didn't. Even if she's just vibing. Men see that as confidence. And confidence in any form is magnetic. And there's something about the softness under the dark that really hits guys. Like a goth girl will have this calm, sharp, don't bother me energy. And then she'll smile one time, just one, and men act like they saw the gates of heaven crack open. That one smile destroys them. It's like, oh my God, she's actually sweet. I thought she was gonna stab me. And that shock makes her even more attractive because she looks intense, but feels gentle. And men love that mix, that duality and contrast. They love the idea that she looks scary to the world, but soft to him. Even if she's soft to everyone, men will imagine they unlock something special. And then there's the mystery, like a goth girl, just looks like she knows secrets. Not dramatic secrets, just life secrets. Like things she's felt, she survived, or things she's understood without needing words. Men pick up on that, even if they don't say anything. They feel it, that depth, that emotional gravity, that quiet weight, and they're like, wow, she gets it, whatever it is. And men want to be understood more than anything in the world, even if they act like they don't care. So when they see a girl who looks like she won't judge their feelings or their thoughts or their messiness, they get attached fast. It's not even romance. It's not even lust. It's that feeling of safety, the idea that they could be a little more honest and a little more emotional around someone who looks like she's not scared of complicated things. And goth girls give off that vibe without saying a word. But I think one of the biggest reasons men love goth girls is because goth girls look like themselves. They're not a trend, not a copy, not a filtered version. They look like their own character. They're like a main character, not a background one. And men love feeling like they've met someone unique. Someone memorable. Someone who looks different from everyone else walking around. And goth girls don't blend in. They can't. Even if they try. Their energy, their clothes, their whole aura pulls attention. It's not loud attention. It's just, I noticed her and I don't know why attention. It's the presence men fall for. The silence, the eye contact. The face framed by dark makeup. The boots, the jewelry, the whole thing that says, I don't care what you think, I'm here as myself. And men are starved for authenticity. They're hungry for someone real. And goth girls look real. Even when they're shy, even when they're awkward. The aesthetic makes them look grounded in their own skin. And let's be honest, the beauty part is real. The dark look is striking. It's dramatic. It hits different. The eyeliner, the dark lips, the heavy lashes, the black clothes, everything points towards the face, the eyes, the expression. Goth makeup emphasizes emotion, even tiny emotion. So when a goth girl raises an eyebrow or smirks or stares, men lose it because it looks intense, even if it's not. Even if she's just thinking about dinner or zoning out. Men see drama, men see intensity, men see fantasy, and men love fantasy more than they admit. But honestly, I think the biggest reason is emotional. A goth girl looks like someone who won't laugh at your sadness, who won't get scared if you say you're struggling, who won't judge your heavy thoughts. And men carry so many things alone. So much shame, so much hurt, so much fear, and they feel like they can't tell anyone because they're men. They're supposed to be fine all the time. But a goth girl looks like someone who says, "You're safe, tell me," even if she never says it out loud. Her vibe says it, her atmosphere says it, her softness says it. And men are drawn to any space that feels like they can breathe. And that's why they fall so fast and so hard. It's not the black lipstick or the fishnets nor the boots, which in part that is a bonus. It's the feeling, the warm shadow, the quiet understanding, the depth, the softness, the individuality, the confidence, the vulnerability, the presence. It's all wrapped into one person wearing black and looking like a walking poem. Men can't resist that because it feels rare and beautiful and honest. So here's the thing, and this is the part nobody really talks about because everybody makes jokes and memes and nobody actually breaks down the emotional side. Men don't just like goth girls because of the clothes or the makeup or the aesthetic. There's something deeper, something emotional, something they don't even realize is happening inside them when they see that vibe. It's the idea that she feels like a whole world, not a trend, not a phase or a copy to the world. A world with a world inside her feels magical to someone who never felt understood growing up. And a lot of men felt misunderstood their whole lives. They were told to be tough, told to be strong, told to hide their feelings, told to not cry, to not talk, to not break. So when they see someone who looks like she understands darkness and softness at the same time, it hits them in a place they didn't expect. It feels like, oh, maybe I don't have to pretend around her. And that thought alone is enough to make someone fall fast, so fast. And it's not about romance. Like, to be honest, it's not even about wanting something from her. It's about the comfort of being seen in a world where they usually feel unseen. A goth girl feels like someone who looks past the surface and looks at the eyes, not the mask. And that is addictive to someone who spent years trying to be what everyone else expected. And I think that's why men fall so hard for goth girls, even if they only saw her for 10 seconds in a store or walking by or online. Because in that moment, she feels like permission to be real, to feel, and to see yourself, like exist without needing to be perfect. Like you don't gotta be perfect. And men never get that from the world. They romanticize the person who feels like they break from all that pressure. And it's not her fault. It's just the energy and the vibe under the darkness that she has. Men just love the contrast. They love the idea of someone who looks cold but actually holds warmth, and it's very gentle. They love the idea that she's strong but not unkind, closed off but not hollow, quiet but thoughtful, dark but soft inside. It's that balance, the duality, that two things at once energy. Men see that and it feels human, real, and honest. They love the idea of someone who sees beauty in things other people ignore. Because men crave being seen in the same way. They want someone to notice their little things, their quiet things, their soft things. And a goth girl feels like someone who might notice even if she doesn't, even if she's oblivious. Her vibe makes men imagine that she would. And that imagination is enough to make them fall a little bit. And honestly, men also love the challenge. The idea that she's not easy, that she's not impressed by everything, that he has to actually be himself to get her attention. And men love feeling that. They have to level up a little, not in a toxic way, just in a I want to match her energy kind of way. But the funniest part, the cutest part, is how men react when the goth girl is actually shy. Like, she looks intense, powerful, untouchable, but then she opens her mouth and she's the most quiet, soft, awkward being. Men literally implode because they thought she was going to be this fearless queen who would roast them, and instead she's like, hi, in the most softest voice ever. That moment is where men are gone, completely gone, because the contrast between appearance and personality is so gentle and so disarming, it becomes super real. It's the moment they realize she's human, not a fantasy or a character. She's just a person with feelings and nerves and softness. And that is more attractive than anything else. So yeah, men like goth girls because goth girls feel like magic. They are soft, they are honest, and they have depth, all wrapped in black eyeliner and a calm face. They like them because they feel different from the world, because they feel like a safe place and a dangerous place at the same time, because they feel like a story that keeps unfolding, and because men never forget the girl who made them feel something without saying a word. Thank you. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe to my Patreon so you can support the channel and get more content like this. Otherwise, thank you so much, and please make sure to hype this video if you liked it. Bye!